What is going on, guys? Joey here. It is like February 13th, I think. We got Valentine's Day tomorrow. It is raining really bad here, which means probably not going to be any fires anytime soon. So very good. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about a topic or trend or sort of concept that I've been seeing with some of my recently had some like bodybuilders that have switched over to powerlifting for like their off season, or maybe they're just kind of trained casually and now they want to like really turn it up into powerlifting. And there's a trend I'm kind of noticing between them, and it's that let's say if you're training kind of like a more of an old school style of bodybuilding, you go in the gym, it's like chest day, you annihilate your chest with 12 to 16 sets, maybe you go to failure a couple times, can barely turn the wheel in your car because your pecs will cramp so bad. And then you just kind of don't do anything for a week and you do it again, right? That will work for a little bit. But I think the way that we train powerlifting and the way that more like, if you want to say like science-based community kind of trains, they're generally not going too much to failure. They're getting close. But for me personally, I like to try to get lifters to try to find the bar slowing down. So if I'm giving them like a set of 6 or 4 or whatever, then between rep 1 and the final rep, there is like a noticeable increase in difficulty or like a good amount of slowdown, and we want to end somewhere around 1 to 2 reps in the tank. That seems to be a very good sweet spot. For certain movements, you can go even lighter than that. For certain movements, you're going to kind of want to go heavier. Like if you're doing, sorry about that. It's my shoes slipping on the rubber. If you want to, if you're doing like a smaller muscle group, more of an isolation movement, yeah, you can really kind of go to failure. It's not really a big deal. But if you're doing like squat, 2 to 3 reps in the tank is probably all you need with that bar slowdown. And I think a lot of younger guys, especially, they go in and they try to do their powerlifting program with the same kind of mindset as what they're used to before. And what you'll find is if you go in and your coach is having you bench 3 days a week, and like on Monday you smash bench, and then you like you push a little bit more than you're supposed to, or you like do some extra accessories, whatever, you have to come in 48 hours and bench again. So you cannot go into your sessions like that. You literally have to kind of do what's on the program. Just understand that, especially if you don't have set numbers, if you're dealing with something like RPE, you're doing enough work to sort of train your body to give you a desired result. And that result is hopefully going to be more strength. It's not go in, blast the muscle, make it tired, give it fatigue, force a very strong growth response. And then maybe you either don't train it again for a week, or you hit one more light workout like at the end of the week. Generally, I think twice a week for bodybuilding is probably going to be fine. For powerlifting, it's also good. The reason why 2 times a week seems to be like a good enough number for quite a while is because one, especially for drug-free lifters, like, it has to do with the signal that you create from your training and how long that signal is going to last before now you're kind of going backwards and you need to like hit it again. And that's why we kind of do that in like a simple way of framing it. For smaller people, that window is like shorter, or could be people that are super like technically proficient, small range of motion. They're not really like, if you have like a cheater bench, you could probably benefit for more days. Because you're just like not doing a lot, right? One of my favorite accessories for the cheater bench is the close grip bench, because it's difficult. It's like the opposite of like what you're doing. You're actually giving like a lot of effort. Or even like a flat back bench or an incline bench, where you can kind of use your same grip that you would on like a normal comp bench, or maybe you're just barely bringing your grip in, and then you're still getting that good range of motion. You're still using those muscles, and that's one of the fun things. It's one of the things that I enjoy about prescribing movements to people, is using, you know, my knowledge to say, how can I supplement the effect that we're creating, or the signal that we're creating, or the you know, if we're already creating one signal from the comp lift, how can I create growth that will amplify that signal? How can I create or prescribe accessories in a way that will benefit from that? Now, some people are going to need more, some people are going to need less. Some people need to literally chill out on accessories because you're blasting your accessories to the point where they're just taking away from your comp lift. And at the end of the day, like, people have to remember, we are trying to do squat, bench, and deadlift on the platform. We're not trying to do the accessory. Like, I got some guys that, I kid you not, their flat dumbbell press is probably more impressive than their actual flat bench, just because of, like, they're muscular in the right areas, but because they have long arms, like, they're unable to really take advantage of that. There's lifters that I coach right now that I bench way more than, but they could probably, like, kick my ass on, like, the seated dumbbell shoulder press, right? Because they just have, like, way more muscle than I do in that regard. Lucky for us, powerlifting is about using the muscle that you have to create the, you know, best leverage you can to give you what you want. But yeah, going back to the topic at hand, you just got to understand that you're probably going to be, it's probably going to be more beneficial for you to train that muscle group or that body part, you know, multiple times per week, as opposed to just, like, killing it. Or, you know, at the bare minimum, you have your primary day, and then you have, like, a secondary day where the mindset of the secondary day is not different. Now, for some people, they can actually push on both. I've seen it also to where you can push on one day, and then maybe in the past you were able to push on the second day, but then something changed. You got stronger, you got older. For whatever reason, your second day had to be more like recovery. You couldn't maintain that. Or maybe you have you're training lower 3 times a week, and, like, your first 2 lower days are, like, you know, different lifts, but, like, higher priority. And then going into the end of the week, you just kind of going through the motions, stimulating that growth, taking that effect from those first 2 days and carrying that over into the top of the week, carrying that over to, you know, your next primary day. And if you do this right, you can start to build some momentum, especially if you have your top sets capped a little bit, or you just kind of, like, pace yourself. Or if you're truly good at mastering what it means to, like, find the right RPE, then you're probably that's just gonna happen naturally. It's also raining, like, really bad right now, so hopefully you guys don't hear it too bad. But you know, gotta get this video recorded no matter what's going on outside. But anyway, I hope you guys are able to take something away from this video. For the workshop people, I sent out, like, probably around 50 invitations. I cannot accept all 50, and usually all, you know, it is not free. So usually some people can't pay, or the date doesn't work for them. And yeah, so I'll give you guys an update on my Instagram if we're full. But you know, always shoot your shot. If you don't make it into this one, I can always save your information, and you'll be first to get into the next one. But yes, I also did change the date to the 23rd. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on that, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you're able to take something away from this video. And yeah, we have nationals in 7 weeks. I'm very excited for that. this is going to be probably one of the most competitive nationals I've been at in a minute. Thinking back to 2021, 2022. But yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited to see you guys there. We got a very big year. And we also got China to cap it off. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. And appreciate you.